And we're going to do this right now.
It's 9 p.m., and that can mean one thing and one thing only. That being that it's time for the Drunk Sports Podcast. Top 9 at 9.
Welcome to the Top 9 at 9, our weekly list of the top 9 something that you don't know that we will deliver to you as we do each and every week at 9 o'clock on Wednesday nights. The Top 9 at 9. This week, we've got a very special Top 9 at 9. As Big Red is back. Big Red, do you have us?
I am here.
Better late than never.
Well, I'm not the one that's late. It's not 9 o'clock, and Colby's not here.
Well, Colby tried to check in for a second, then he ran away again. I don't know if he's got explosive diarrhea or what's happening with him right now.
Probably,
but he'll be back.
Has explosive diarrhea.
So, Big Red, I offer you for our top 9 at 9. Hey, it's like the old days when we were in the garage, just us, except we're 1,100 miles apart.
It's not quite that far.
958 miles apart. Pretty sure that's what it is. Exactly to the meter. Big Red, I offer you the top 9 at 9, the strangest units of measure that actually exist. You follow me?
I got you.
The strangest units of measure that actually exist for our top 9 at 9, brought to you by the Drunk Sports Podcast, brought to you by me, brought to you by Lance's mom, the sainted lady, Big Red Dorset. Oh, wait, that would be Stacy. Probably misspoke there.
Oh, wow.
So, Colby, we are doing the strangest units of measure that actually exist for our top 9 at 9 this week.
Yes, sir. I've got a run sheet.
The first ones we are going to talk about, these involve length.
Like the hero from Zelda?
Something I am all too familiar with, length, but in a lack thereof category.
Length.
Length.
Gotcha.
Bingo.
Not link like
the
from
very
Zelda.
first, and you guys aren't going to believe this is an actual unit of measure, but it is.
All right.
Because it is a sports unit of measure, and it is called an Altuve.
It's, well, wait. It's the under the average height of a baseball player.
Yes.
It is an informal measurement of distance equal to 5 foot 5 inches. Of course, the reference to Astros player Jose Altuve, who is one of the shortest baseball players ever and one of the most hated. But it is an actual unit of measure they use in the baseball world.
The fact that if he was 5 inches shorter, he'd have to use a booster seat in order to be able to drive a vehicle is pretty funny.
I'm not sure he could ride the Texas Giant at Six Flags.
I'm not sure he could either.
Our next unit of measure of length, boys, in the top 9 at 9, strangest units of measure that actually exist. I offer you the beard second.
Huh?
A unit of length inspired by the light year, but applicable to extremely short distances such as those in integrated circuits.
Oh, you said a light second.
Beard second.
Beard second?
It is the length an average beard grows in 1 second.
Oh.
Kemp Bennett Kolb defines the distance as exactly 100 angstroms, which is 10 nanometers, as does Nordling in Osterman's physics handbook. So, boys, the beard length is the average length a beard grows in 1 second. That is an actual unit of measure.
You know what? Then they're well.
Can you get smaller than that other than my penis?
I mean, it said it was 10 nanometers or whatever, right?
Nanometers.
So a nanometer is actually a shorter a unit of measure.
100 angstroms, which is 10. Yeah, but they spell nanometers like METRES. Is that a different meter?
No, it's just an English meter.
Yeah.
That's just like the spelling, right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
It's like center and century.
This next one is applicable to the Drunk Sports Podcast because, boys, we have the Jimmy Griffin Snow Index.
Okay.
Television station WKBW-TV in Buffalo, New York, developed the Jimmy Griffin Snow Index to measure the potential severity of a snowstorm. It is named after former Buffalo Mayor James Griffin, who in 1985 earned the nickname Six Pack Jimmy because he suggested residents grab a six-pack of beer to wait out an upcoming snowstorm. The index is measured in cans of beer, with roughly 1 can for every 4 inches, or 10 centimeters if you're Canadian, of expected snowfall.
All right.
The index is not perfectly linear as its lower levels are, as they are originally introduced and they grow exponentially. Thus, Griffin's six-pack would be recommended for a snowstorm bringing 2 feet of snow.
Why hasn't this been a bit on Family Guy yet?
Right? Maybe it has. Maybe you've seen all of them.
I think I have. I have never seen this. I mean, this should be a bit.
So a 2-foot snowstorm garners you a 6-pack of beer. I don't know how they.
It is not anywhere near enough.
No, I'm
beer.
thinking triple that. Right?
A case for 2
What's
feet.
for a single person, Big Red? For one person.
Right. 2 feet of snow comes in. I'm going to need a case of beer before I can get back out.
Of course you are. That's why you're Big Red. And no one disputes you. Let's see. Fourth on our strangest units of measure that actually exist. We're discussing length. The Mickey.
That's how far in your drink the pill falls?
That would be all the way.
Okay.
1 Mickey is the smallest resolvable unit of distance by a given computer mouse pointing device. It is named after Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse, of course, cartoon character. Mouse motion is reported in horizontal and vertical Mickeys. Device sensitivity is usually specified in Mickeys per inch.
Minnie likes a good horizontal.
Typical resolution is 500 Mickeys per inch, but resolutions up to 16,000 Mickeys per inch are available. Hey, Goofy!
Oh dear, sweet God!
Hey, you know why Mickey broke up with Minnie, right? She was fucking goofy.
Wow. Hey, Big Red.
Yeah.
Have you heard any new jokes since you were in 3rd grade?
Oh, man, you know what? No, that was
a good one though. That was a good one though.
3rd grade. Come on.
It was good tie-in. Of course, my brain just tried to imagine Goofy trying to have sex, and all I ended up with was that one yell that he always yells every time he falls down into a hole. It's, I don't know why Goofy makes that noise, but yeah. So I imagine that's what
fucking Goofy.
Yeah, well,
oh wait, that's not the same.
No.
So, boys, this next one I have actually heard of before. This is actually pretty good.
Is it?
It's a bit. It's kind of a bit that turned into a real thing.
Okay.
It is the unit of length measurement that is called a smoot. A smoot is a unit of length defined
Fred
as
Smoot?
Oliver Smoot.
Oh. Not the former Washington Redskin defensive back?
No, but they're probably related.
Okay.
1958, Oliver Smoot.
You can't imagine there's too many Smoots running around.
No, they got to be all related, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oliver Smoot was a Lambda Chi Alpha pledge at MIT. Who decided he wanted to, hitting all the wrong buttons. I hate when I'm the producer, the video director, and the talent.
Me too.
And I hate when I'm carrying the show. I'm just kidding.
What?
There's no me without y'all. Wait, what?
I mean, you can spell
I
me
said that
without
backwards.
y'all all the time.
Anyway, Oliver Smoot. The unit is measured to length. What, God almighty. The unit is used to measure the length of the Harvard Bridge. In 1958, when Oliver Smoot was a Lambda Chi Alpha pledge at MIT, the bridge was measured to be 364.4 smoots, plus or minus 1 ear, using Mr. Smoot himself as the ruler. So I remember this. So what happened was, and this isn't even on the bill here, but I remember reading this before. So Oliver Smoot and his frat buddies got drunk one night, and he wanted to use himself as a unit of measurement because it's MIT and they're engineers, and that's what I guess you think about when you're hammered.
Right.
So one of the famous bridges there in Boston, the Harvard Bridge, he literally went and laid down from the beginning of the bridge. They'd mark it with chalk. He'd move, mark it, move, mark it. And his unit of measurement was a smoot.
Why not just measure it once?
It was an actual
do some math.
thing. And it says, let's see, at the time, smoot was 5 feet 7 inches.
So a smoot is 5 feet 7 inches. So everybody just start smooting
A
things.
smoot is 5 feet 7 inches, and the bridge measured to be 364.4 smoots, plus or minus 1 ear.
So he did that 364 times.
Dude, he was committed.
Drunk. He was
Drunk and committed.
That's the only way you do that is you're drunk.
By the way, to this day, the bridge is still measured in smoots. The city of Boston measures buildings sometimes in smoots.
Boston.
And Google Earth and Google Calculator include smoot as a unit of measurement.
Well, it's a bit
Because
that is,
Oliver Smoot did a bit one night when he was drunk.
it's a bit that is now paid off.
The Cambridge, Massachusetts Police Department adopted the convention of using smoots to measure the locations of accidents and incidents on that bridge.
How effed up would that be if you're in the middle of an accident and you see a police car pull up and he's like, "Oh, I've got it exactly where it's at." And then, "Oh yeah, where's it at?"
Smoots?
It's 23 smoots from the courthouse. First of all, you just been in an accident, so you're pretty sure that you didn't hear that right? Like I must be in some kind of la-la land. They're measuring here in smoots. Or if you do have the wherewithal to actually know where you are, you might think you've somehow hit yourself into an alternate dimension that everything's measured in smoots.
During a major bridge rebuild, the concrete sidewalk was permanently divided into segments, 1 smoot in length, as opposed to the regular division in bridges of 6 feet. So yeah, that's a bit that actually caught on. The last unit of measurement that we have that is in length, boys, is the wiffle. Colby, also referred to as the WAM for wiffle ball assisted measurement, is equal to a sphere 89 millimeters in diameter, or 3.5 inches, the size of a wiffle ball.
Did anybody else, as soon as he said Wham, think of the band?
Wake me up before you go. The
I ain't
sphere
playing on going
omnidirectional
so
and perfect for taking a speedy measurement, and the open design also allows it to avoid being crushed by water pressure. Wiffle balls are a much cheaper alternative to using 2 reference lasers, which often pass straight through gaps in thin corals. So the marine biologists use it as a reference to size corals underwater.
Huh.
A wiffle ball, Colby.
Right.
A wiffle ball won't float.
Plus, you can also just go out there and just, practice your knuckleball.
Because you can throw a curveball with a wiffle.
Man, you sure can.
Dude, I tore a rotator cuff throwing a wiffle ball once. Not going to lie.
I think I could do that. I did pretty well at our own wiffle ball tournament at the Fan. I pitched an
Dude, why are they not still doing that?
Because COVID, probably.
Fuck COVID.
Yeah.
We need more wiffle ball tournaments. We should do a drunk sports wiffle ball.
We really should do a drunk sports wiffle ball tournament.
God, that would be so great. Let's see. Unit of measurement. Here we go to power.
Turn your damn phone off.
What is that
We're
ringer, by
calling
the way?
Tim
There's
Ham during the
dogs
middle of
out
the
there that
show.
are just excited about the whistle that
You
was
got to
Unit
wait.
of power we have. The first unit of power is donkey power.
Okay.
Boys,
Donkey shit.
the engineering unit is defined as 250 watts, about a third of a horsepower.
So donkey power is less than horsepower.
It is a third of a horsepower, and apparently is an actual thing. So I should not measure my old Volkswagen Beetle in horsepower. I should probably measure it in donkey power, and it would sound way more impressive.
It would sound way more impressive. Can you imagine the time when that actually does happen and you walk up and you're like, man, I've got 800 donkeys underneath this hood.
That would be awesome. Or I've got
Because
800.
guess what? It hauls ass.
I was kind of waiting for that.
It's a damn good thing they don't talk about donkey power on like Street Outlaws, where they already have 1,000 horsepower underneath the hood.
How many donkey power is that, though?
It's 3,000.
It's
I don't
easy
do
math.
math.
Well, I mean,
You just
probably
said third.
the colony probably didn't teach you.
Colony High
math
School did
like
not
that.
teach us fractions and decimals, okay?
Okay.
They taught us how to have sex with the cheerleaders.
That's why I can't be in your high school.
Oh,
reunion
no, you're
anymore.
there. You're not getting out. You're there. The next unit of measurement that actually exists for power is the Pirate Ninja.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That's what. By the way, is that the 15th time I've said sweet Jesus during this show?
Is
Maybe
sweet
a record.
Jesus sweeter than sweet chocolate?
I mean, it's Jesus.
Was Jesus black?
Huh?
Stop.
Jesus liked to party, but he died for your sins.
What do you have a whole like stand-up comedic routine involving Jesus?
Hey, I got this.
Hank
Got a
and
shirt that
Jesus
says
are
Hank.
watching.
Yeah.
So
I don't
Colby,
know where to go with this hand grenade of Jesus that you just handed me, so I'm just going to try and toss it back to you.
Jesus liked to party, but he died for your sins.
You said that twice.
A Pirate Ninja, boys, is defined as 1 kilowatt hour per Martian day. It is equivalent to approximately 40.55 watts. The author of the book, The Martian, Andy Weir, revealed in a 2015 interview that Adam Savage that the Curiosity rover team at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory references Millie Pirate Ninjas in their meetings. And they actually use this, and he started it in his book. And now NASA uses it. Another bit that turned out to be a thing.
You know what? If you're like an astronaut, you don't know these things, and they start telling you about,
Pirate Ninjas?
pirate ninjas are running your spacecraft you're about to be. I'm leaving.
I quit.
I'm not getting no.
I wanted to go to the moon, but I don't want to go to the moon anymore.
So I'm going to be
Pirate
trapped
ninjas
on a
in
space shuttle and with
Thank you very much.
5,000 pirate ninjas.
It's the greatest thing ever.
You can't
And
make
finally,
a pyramid
boys-
with bottles, Tim.
And finally, boys, what did you say, Big Red?
That you can't make a pyramid with bottles, Tim.
Well, I could.
I don't think you'd make a very good one.
No, it wouldn't be like the cans.
Right.
Finally, boys, the last one, as we have the strangest units of measure that actually exist, and this is a time measurement. It is a jiffy. It is an actual time measurement. Like we say, I'll be with you in a jiffy.
Is that the amount of time it takes for your dog to get the peanut butter off the roof of their mouth?
Or the dog to get the peanut butter off your girlfriend. Right, Kenny? Kenny knows where I was going with that.
But
We have a very dear friend who has a dog, and she loves that dog way too much.
Okay.
I love you, Courtney.
All right. And then I'm not going to try and delve into the whole peanut butter dog situation. Don't mark that.
That's why
Too
Kenny.
late.
That's why Tim has so many damn dogs.
I don't have many. They all died.
No, that's probably why they died.
butter
on the damn
Probably
peanut
from eating
butter.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter
Wait.
poisoning.
Wait, were they eating crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
I mean, you would probably go with the creamy for the thing that we're insinuating. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
See, I don't do creamy, so yeah. Boys, a jiffy, a unit of time used in computer operating systems, being the interval between system timer interrupts.
People have too much time on their hands.
The interval varies from system to system, but is typically between 1 and 10 milliseconds. Otherwise known as the unit of time that Tim describes his sexual experiences.
All right.
I'll be
Jiffy.
done in a jiffy.
Uh-huh. It's
I'll be
a
done in
race,
2
and
jiffies.
I'm going to win.
I'll be done in 3 jiffies.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
It's 9 p.m.